Well, what's going on, YouTube? Well, it's been quite a while since I've did an update on this channel. I figured I'd do an update because I picked up something new. I saw this sitting on Facebook, and guys asking $300 for it. I didn't check to see who the actual owner was. I assumed it was some kid that had beat the snot out of this thing because it looked like dog shit. Let me show you here. I'm going to put the hood down first. I'll show you what I got here. 1994 Del Sol SI. Now, obviously, by the panels, busted headlight. I got the bumper, but I towed it back with the Harbor Freight thing. This panel, I'll beat the shit. This door. This panel. And that's the top to it. And then that bumper. And the taillight. I thought, man, that thing's really beat, but hey, if it's got a good running Z6 in it, D16Z6, maybe I can grab it, part it out, and make a couple bucks. So I went to pick it up. I was like kind of apprehensive about driving to where it was because I figured, at best I'm going to get the $300 he's asking for. At best I'm going to get a good running engine and tranny. And it's, at the end of the day, that's kind of what turned out. But what did turn out a little bit better was the fact, and it's kind of sad, the guy that owned this was 70 years old. He had owned this thing since 1997. And he had got rear-ended. First year he ever drove it in the snow because he had his winter car in the shop. This is his wife's and his, run around and go to Sunday church and go on a summer cruise in Upper Michigan here. And so it hadn't seen hardly any. It's got a little bit of rust because it's been sitting about a year and a half. But yeah, this was their baby. And yeah, I know it looks like absolute dog shit now, but it was for many years pristine, very well maintained. Which really sucks. I mean, granted, I paid $300 for it, right? So, getting what I pay for it either way. But I was worried, I was going to get there and some kid was going to have molested the hell out of this engine. And like I said, it turns out that this thing is very well maintained. Check this out. So, this is at the mileage he had it. Let me take this card thing off. This is his stack of maintenance records. So, purchased in 4/8/1997 for $10,500. And, yeah, he just goes every 3,000 miles, oil change, this and that, and this and that. And he puts some miles on, don't get me wrong. It's got, I believe right now, it's at 226,000 miles. But this is the good thing. This thing's been extremely well maintained. It's got the Z6 in it. It's got a new clutch. It's just a factory clutch. Just had the timing belt done. Just under 10,000 miles ago there. So, here's the deal. It had been sitting for almost a year and a half. He finally decided he was not going to spend the money and all the body work to get it repaired. Mechanically, it runs and drives great. It needs a windshield. As you can see, it's got no windshield here. But, nice tight tranny shifter there. So she runs very, very nice. That's an old gas in here from like, a year and a half ago. Oh, she's sticky. So, this is my thoughts. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab these seats, a nice red stripe to go with my red EK, and I'm going to throw those in there. The Civic. Going to take the P28 out of there and use that for maybe a future project. I'm going to take this whole transplant, pull it out, put it in the Civic bone stock, leave it in there for a little while, and I'm going to build up I don't know. I should just build up this. This is the better engine, right? But I'm not going to molest this one because I'd like to have this Civic be a little daily driver for a little while so I can use this for some road trip stuff. And this right here would be perfect. I have a CRV that I actually use quite a bit for a road trip. Everything's done to it. It's a very reliable vehicle and all, but I don't know. It'd be a lot nicer to sit in a Civic on a road trip than a CRV. So I'll do that. I'll maybe snatch the rims and tires. I'll part the rest of it out, what I can get. You know, maybe somebody wants this top, the hood, the rear window. Rear window rolls up and down just fine. I don't know anything else that really be of value in here. So, but yeah, figured I'd give you guys an update. That's what's going on. We're gonna pull that up. Oh, well, a couple other garage updates. Been doing a lot of boat motor stuff. Speaking of Hondas, got a little Honda 8-horse there, and gonna do something with that. A buddy of mine gave me that for free. It's an 85-horse 2-stroke. He didn't even know if it runs or not. Probably, most likely runs great. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but first I'm going to put it on a stand and see if it's running and stuff. I know this isn't a channel about boat motors, but this was the H22 block. I told you when I was down in Florida, I found this H22 blockhead everything for $100. And he told me he's just got a spun bearing, and he was right. It does have a spun bearing. The cylinder walls and everything else, the cranks, I wouldn't trust a crank. The crank definitely had some heat come through here, but the block itself is in great shape. So I got the block listed for sale. I'm going to just dump that for maybe the price of what I got the whole thing for. And we're going to soon be pulling out. That's the old original high comp motor from the beginning of this channel with the K20A3 pistons in with the dome, the little mini dish and pistons. That's the head I got for this other. Yeah, that block I just showed you over there. And then all that is still sitting here forever ago. So I got to put something together, get the garage cleaned out. I got another Y8 head there. We'll see. We'll see what's going on. So I could essentially do two G23 setups. Those are both F23 blocks. And then just take that head out of there, do something different with that. Also got this F23 head right there. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll throw some stuff together. But for right now, I'm just going to transplant this into the red EK out there because the motor that's in there, I just want to take it out and look it over. Maybe bore out the cylinder walls, go 76 mil. I'm getting tired of the piston slap, honestly, is what I'm dealing with here. And anything up here machine work takes a while, so I'm going to need that vehicle to be running, and this will be in there for the duration. Who knows? Maybe I'll just lose ambition on being turboed at all, but that'll likely not be the case. All right, guys, so that's about it. That's all I got for you, and we'll check you later. Bye.